Hiya.
Hello. Oh, that's a little bit less awkward.
Yeah.
Hiya. That's your
Don't. Everyone shouts at me for that.
It's so rude. I can't stand that.
I
You
know,
drive me
sorry.
mad. If I was talking to you, you go, It's like when someone goes, what? I can't. You know when you say
The
what?
builders shout at me all the time. I'll be like, and they go, you're not a duck. And I'm like, oh. Anyway.
So is that not like a northern thing? It's just a you thing.
No, it's just me. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I would have thought everyone would have done it. Good job, I'm not an actor and pretending to be like from like your neck of the woods. They'd be like, what are you doing? So today we're going to be talking about. I was going to say 75 hard, but like they've got to explain what that means.
Yeah,
it's like,
75 hard.
It's a stupid name, I think. I don't really like the name.
Don't you?
No.
I do. I think it's quite catchy. I'm like 70. Everyone's like, "What's 75 hard?" I'm like, "It's hard." Like that's it.
And it's 75 days.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. So, someone, my friend's partner's done it, and he absolutely smashed it. Like smashed it. The before and afters were unbelievable, and he was like, "It's mint. You should do it." And I thought, you know, when you're always like, I'll be honest, the biggest one for me was drinking and exercise and like discipline and time. So like I drink, but I hate drinking. Like I drink alcohol probably because I feel like I have to when I'm in social events rather than because I want to. Yeah. Like it absolutely destroys me for days and I don't like it. So this 75 hard is 75 days, no cheat day whatsoever of no alcohol, 4 litres of water, 2 45 minutes of exercise, one of which has to be outside, 10 pages of a motivational book, and a before and after. A before, like you have to take a photo every day, like a progress picture every single day. I've got like an app for it, and you download the app, and it's like a calendar thing, like you'd like tick it off as a to do, and then it's just the next day, and it's that Andy Frisella. That's how he says.
Frisella, isn't it? Frisella.
And it's more about like people have been saying like, why are you doing a diet? And like, it's not a diet. It's like, it's trying to be disciplined about the choices you make and trying to get your frame of mind into a easy choices equal hard life, hard choices equal easy life. So like when you do things like this for a long period of time, it's creating a habit. So I was saying to you, one of the main things that I've took from it when I listened to that Andy Friselli's podcast on it was, people say, well, I don't have time to do 2 45-minute exercise. Well, you do, because if you look on your screen time.
Did you just see that?
You really went arse over tit there.
I did. The chair bit.
You went.
Well, it's because the chair, you know, in the little lock on the chair, it just come out. So I was like bouncing on the chair and then it went and I was like,
right.
Sorry, anyway, I just derailed you. Carry on.
He said, open up your screen time app and see how much time you spent on Instagram, how much time you spent on TikTok, blah blah. And I was like, he's right, like. So I did.
How do you find screen time?
It's on settings.
Let's find it. So you looked at yours. Oh yeah, found it.
Yeah. What's yours?
Okay. Average screen time is 2 hours and is it daily average? Yeah, daily average is 2 hours.
That's really good.
And 25 minutes.
Mine's horrendous.
What's yours?
Mine's horrendous. But in my defense,
of which 45 actually I only spend 25 minutes a day on Instagram. That's pretty good. I somehow spend 25 minutes a day on the clock app. Oh, because it's timing myself in the morning. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Most of mine is spent in WhatsApp.
1 second.
You look at yours.
No, I had a massage booked for tonight and it's cancelled.
Ah. Well, now the rest of the world knows that as well.
Sorry, I was really excited for that. 1 sec, I'll go off.
Yeah, what's your one?
So mine, obviously I do everything on my phone. So like
I know my screen time doesn't count. If I looked at my YouTube, I also have an iPad and a laptop, and I bounce between them all. So I probably have a lot more screen time than that.
Yeah, see, man.
I wonder what it is on my iPad.
Oh my God. To be fair, this is good though, from since I started 75 Hard. Listen to this.
Yeah, go
Are
on.
you listening? What are you laughing
Yeah, I'm
at?
listening.
Listen.
I'm laughing at mine because I've got my iPad screen time too, so it doesn't
Right.
really.
So the daily average this week is 4 hours and 18 minutes. And
Okay.
it's 56% down from last week. And I've been doing 75 Hard for a week.
Wow.
So it's
So you were
halved.
like 8 hours a day.
Mm.
So I've 2.5 hours on my phone, but I am 4.5 hours on my iPad.
Yeah. So
that's what I was thinking. I was like the iPad, but then I look at them, they're all work related.
yeah,
Apart from the
not
hour and a
all
half
of
of
them.
YouTube. There's an hour and a half of YouTube on there, but
like mine aren't all work related, but the majority, I do everything on my phone for work. So yeah.
Yeah,
But
yours will be
anyway.
very high. That's very high though. 8 hours.
But it's down 56% in a week.
Yes, I mean, so it would have been 8
75 Hard.
hours. So that's amazing. It shows you what you can.
So I've literally, so now I've been like, right, I've got to get up at 6. I've got to do a workout before the kids go to school. Then I've got to do a walk with the kids, and I'm trying to get the kids involved so they're doing something constructive as well. Because at the end of the day, I've got kids. You either don't take them or you don't do it. Or do it, but it's good for them. So I've been doing that, and then the diet side of it, you just pick a diet. Will you look? You're not even listening.
I'm looking. I'm making notes about what you're saying. Your diet's.
Okay.
Go on.
So I've been doing.
I'm literally writing notes.
All right. Okay. I've been doing.
I'm not like.
I know, but when someone's looking at you when you're talking, it's off-putting.
Right, let me get engaging. If I was allowed loud outside of the little corner, I'd be there. You go.
There you go. You don't have to do that. That's very off-putting.
Carry on.
And then doing a clean diet. So I've just been doing a keto type diet, but not ridiculous. Doing bits.
Have you found it has helped with your productivity at work?
It's made me less foggy, brain foggy.
Yeah.
No,
so you're more clear in the way you're thinking.
Clarity, like have more clarity.
Yeah.
And be a bit more like on the ball with stuff. But it's more, I can't believe how good I feel today.
Yeah.
After a week. I can't believe, honestly, I'm not just saying it in terms
I just
of
find
my head.
I don't know if you have it, if this happens. I know, like I said to you, I do a similar type of thing, but it's not the specific one. But I've done it for about 20-ish weeks, maybe 25 weeks. And my thing I find really crazy is the consistent energy. So I have consistent energy. So I wake up at 6, but I don't get tired and I don't have caffeine. I don't have anything, and yet I don't feel like I just continue. Whereas before, I would be like crashing, by like 11 o'clock. About, I need a bit of caffeine. So I find that that's the bit for my versions of what you do. It's always been, I don't know if you have a similar thing where it's like energy just feels longer. I don't feel tired.
The sugar for me, like I love like cups of teas, 2 sugars, loads of chocolate all the time, and I've just cut no chocolate. Like the diet, I'm not doing a diet. I'm just eating well, so I'm not having chocolate. I'm not having crisps. I'm just being like having 3 meals a day, and that the sugar. Honestly, day 4, I could have murdered someone. I'm not even joking. I was
sugar addiction is hard.
I felt like them people off I Am Legend, with Will
and
Smith.
you're like I remember giving up sugar in London, sitting down about a week in, and I remember sitting in the tube and someone opened a Lucozade bottle, and you could smell. I was like literally, the thing. I was thinking, oh my god, what is going on? And I was literally like, I can smell it down the other side of the other side of the tube. I remember thinking, I can't believe that I've done that. Like I've eaten stuff that's made me feel like this. Like I literally could want it. And I was like, oh my gosh, I want that to do so bad.
But that's the so the discipline thing, like even daft stuff like reading 10 pages of a book, that's not hard. Like I put it on my Instagram last night and someone said, how do you find the time? And I was like, it literally has been 10 minutes. It's 10 pages. But you forget that, like, I looked at it today, the book, it's Atomic Habits. If you haven't read it, read it. It's amazing. Absolutely blown my mind, the difference in like how it makes you think. But anyway.
Habit stacking and all of that. Yeah.
I've read 70 pages. Where like when I started, I was at the beginning. Like say I was at page 30 now. Today I was on 110, and I thought, oh my god, like it goes like that. But if I hadn't have done that, instead of thinking I've got to sit and do an hour, or I've got to sit and read for half an hour, just read 10 pages, and that's it. And then obviously the exercise is really good. And the exercise has been hard only with the kids, like taking the time, finding the time to do it, as in how I'm going to do it, not when, because you have got time. It's just figuring, being disciplined with it. And the drinking water, like, oh my God, I was already drinking 2 litres, which was having me on the toilet all the time, but then I had to go 4.
When you go to 4, it's... Yeah, I do about 5.5, and you're literally pissing past yourself all the time.
Yeah, but the it's only took about 4 days, and I'm all
You'll
right
get used
now.
to it. Your body will get used to it.
I've had 4 of these this morning. This is my 5th, and I haven't had a wee yet.
The thing you'll also find, though, I find when you do like lots of water like that is, and I've drank probably about 4 liters since I was about 17 every day. Like and now if I drink less than 4 liters, I am like super, super, super like dehydrated. Like your body gets used to whatever it has. So some people drink, like, you see people, I know people who like have 4 cups of tea and maybe a glass of Diet Coke, and they're like, oh, that's all I have all day. And I think, how do you function like that? And they do. And then I think because your body will change to whatever it needs. So like with mine is like, if I have less than 4 liters, I'm like, I'm dying.
Do you know that GIF? You know which one I mean. You know that GIF where it's where you put in tired or starving or dying. Oh, I'm gonna sound like a monk, but you know, like that GIF where it's that. I'll have to find it. I'll have to show you.
Yeah, the little like baby thing.
No, it's not a baby. Watch a second. I'll show you. It's dying. There, him. Hold on. This one.
Oh yes, yeah.
That's what when
yeah,
it's like it's dying like this. When you don't have water, that's how I feel. And I'm like you when someone says I don't drink any water, I'm like, oh my God, and I can tell straight away if I say when I've been off, like not on track, if I get to 11 o'clock and I haven't had any drink, I've automatically got a headache.
Oh yeah, like I've drank that and that today, so that's 2.5 liters and then a 3 liter, and that's like today, and then I'll probably do another one of those. I just don't know how people function without it.
I know. Look at my skin.
Look at now we're going into this kind of like, look at this.
I know.
Wow. Shall we give you a full screen for that so everyone can see your skin?
Look, I've got it's shit, man. You can't even see it. I look all pixelated.
Well, you need to get a better camera.
My skin's been dead like miles better even after a week.
I've got all these bottles. I was like, what do I do with them now?
But it's very good. It's very good. And I just think anyone who's, and it's he said on this podcast, he was like, the thing is, people always, when they're doing a diet, they're always like, oh, it's all right. Have a cheat, have this.
Oh, it starts.
And then and then that's it. You start again, and you're constantly starting again. And he was like, this 75 hard. If you as much as lick a bit of chocolate off passing it to someone, or you have one sip of wine, you start again from the beginning. Like, it's not a case of you can have a little bit and it's all right. It's all or nothing, which is good for me. I am an all or nothing type person.
By the way, so that's the reason I don't drink, don't smoke, don't do all that stuff, for that reason, because I don't think the word moderation, I think, is poisonous. It's one of those words where because then it's subjective. What is it? What is moderation? Your moderation will be different to my moderation, but one thing I would say, but we'll wrap this one up, but it's this idea of 75 hard could apply to anything. Talking about our last episode about this idea of hitting your target. If you applied and said, I'm going to do this thing, and this is the structure in my business for the next 75 days straight and do not stop, and every time you do restart, you'd be blown away by what you could achieve with that as well. I think it's a really good concept to be like setting yourself these tasks that you do every day and that you have to do them for a prolonged period of time, because you will become, and I love this saying, which is, it's one of my favorite sayings. I would love it if I had enough space to put on my wall, which is become uncommon amongst uncommon people, being like the 1% of the 1%.
Yeah. And that's what Atomic Habits is. Like, it's like training your brain to not think, I want to do this. You think, well, how do I get to that point? So when I've been thinking like, oh, I can't be asked, or I really want a chocolate bar, or I can't be bothered getting out of bed, I just keep saying in my head over and over again, well, what would a 1% do? What would a 1% do? Would a 1% stay in bed, or would they get up? And it automatically makes you go, right, I'll get up. Or no, I'm not having that. I haven't done. And it's good because it's hard, as hard as it is. Once you've done, like, I'm 7 days in now, I haven't gone through the last 7 days to then just stop and start again. I wouldn't dare. I can't.
No.
I've got to keep going with it.
No, I love it. Absolutely love it. So what's your parting words?
You need having
Drink more
discipline.
water.
Yeah, drink more water and disciplining your time and prioritizing what's actually important over your screen. You'll be gobsmacked at what you can achieve.
Yeah,
So
I completely
look
agree with
into
that.
it.